Alright, this is the most unusual Let's Play Don't Starve. This is the teaser video from Cly, and I'm going to post a link to their game site and also a link to their game site on their game on Steam. Now, Wagaze, who I watch, is Brazilian, and he put up their teaser on his site, and he said as long as you gave them credit for it, they didn't have a problem with it. So I thought it'd be a unique opportunity to look at some of this stuff. Now this is at 50% slowed down. So if you don't like any of that or whatever, please don't watch. So I thought it was an interesting chance to see some of the stuff in slow motion. Now I think everyone's seen the spiders, just whatever you kill, just disappearing. You'll notice the boomerang, I believe it says 100% in his inventory. Now most of this, it doesn't really matter what speed you're watching it on. And, obviously he was using the boomerang. Obviously he's building walls. Now the lighting is such that I can't really make out much of how he's going through the stack. Now obviously there's stone walls. I'm thinking that's floors, but I'm not sure. Or maybe that's the wooden walls. Stone walls, wooden walls, grass walls. I guess that makes sense. Now I told Wagaze, and if I'm messing up his name, I apologize. I talked to him about it, and he said to do the best I could. So this is it. Now these items, I have no clue as to how they're made or what they're made from. I don't know if they're unique substances you need a new world for or not. And I know they're going to be blurry. And it's the best I could get. And I noticed when I go full screen, I have this big ass, 46-inch TV, but when I go full screen, they get blurry on it, so I'm not sure. I hate dragging the damn monitor out. I very rarely use it. As I said, now some of this was a little bit vague at full speed for me anyway. Of course, you could always pause. But like I said, if you don't want to watch it, that's what all the buttons on the bottom of your video are. And I only mention that because I've had some people complain about various things, and I mean, don't get me wrong, criticism is always valid. It helps a person improve, but some things, this is what it is. All right, there's the ugly beefalo, and I haven't heard anybody say they're not ugly yet. Various people have mentioned that evidently something else was dread. Now, they look shaved to me. All right, now we're back to the Dread Maxwell machine, and this seems to me it's obviously a portal to the other worlds. Now, the original roadmap said that there would be an end game, and you could move on to more difficult worlds. Now this says inventory contents, and you notice he's not wearing a backpack. But it seems like somewhere there was something, I don't know if it said inventory or backpack. And I don't know what happens with Chester. I guess we'll find out. And I mentioned in one of my videos, and some people only watch parts of videos, so I get comments about things that were in videos. But I do a thing where I wear a backpack and carry a backpack. Now, I don't know if what's in your hand is going to pass through this thing or not. And, of course, there he goes. Also, I would suggest that you go through with the player you want to have. Now, some of that in the roadmap mentioned that certain vital resources might not be available. Now, I don't know if that is part of that system or something you find in the worlds to go even further, or some people suggested it was a way to teleport around your own world. So I don't know how the wormholes figure in. Jackass Me has commented a bunch of information that I have no idea where he got it, that using those wood spikes on the top of your wall would stop spiders, and I haven't seen that anywhere except from him. And the rather obvious one, I think, that stone is fireproof from Firehounds. And that was one. You know, grass has to be, although even wood I would think would be flammable. Alright, and there's our spiky walls. Walls seem to be too high, TWO high. And I haven't been putting as many. I've built some extra chests to stockpile ingredients, and I haven't done a good job of that. I would have spent too much of the day at the dentist and had some other stuff to do. But anyway, I built the chests outside of my camp so I wouldn't have to. I wanted to limit what I enclose in walls. And if you see my recent videos where I'm fighting like dozens of spiders, if you had that wall so they could only come at you one at a time, it'd be a lot easier. Some people have done that in Minecraft where you fight like one zombie at a time from a spawner. Now Mrs. Wickerbottom shows the prototype system here. And the first one she makes is 2 and 2, I believe. Now, the other thing that I saw in her was she has a tech advantage. So I would think that for everyone else, the first shovel would be 3 and 3, which I think is going to make for experienced players, you know, the early games, I think it's easy. So, but it will make it more time consuming. I don't know how to phrase what I want to say. I don't want to say anything negative about it. I'm just saying there will be more to getting your start. And see now that says 2 and she says she has 3 flint and that requires 2 and 2 sticks I believe and that requires 2 and it's blurry on my screen and it says prototype. So that, and here we have I don't know, I assume all of them are prototypes. Now I don't know why that one's red. So, but you have to have the science machine to have the prototypes. So it's going to be a pretty involved process planning what items you want first when you build a new world. And what I saw said all your science goes away. It's not like you start with all your science open because you built a prototype in a different world. The prototype has to be made in the world you're in. And how that affects advancing through the portals, I don't know. But anyway, she should be doing 2 and 2, and anybody else I would think would be doing 3 and 3. So, and the trade-off I believe on her is she's clumsier, and I've said this in videos, but I know we're all visual beasties, so. But watch this boomerang when it comes back. Wacko. So I didn't happen to think to look at her reaching for the wrong back button. When I've got too many on my screen, I get confused. I don't know if you can see her take a health hit on that or not. Yeah, because well, it's kind of hard to tell with their flashing lights going on. Alright, here it's coming back. Yeah, she took a hit. So, now that's just more of the walls than in stone this time. Now obviously if somebody doesn't like this for copyright or whatever reasons, it'll obviously go down immediately. Supposedly if you give credit it's alright. I don't know if that extended to slowing it down. Now, I'm not sure if there was anything else I wanted to show you. And I may put this up as freestanding. Oh, well, there's pictures of that black and white thing that flash on the screen. There it is. Well, the old Nintendo fingers haven't failed me yet. And they're there's all kinds of stuff in that link I put up about the teaser, and pictures of this and the other things and the secret, and et cetera, et cetera. But there's, I think page 9 has some of the information about the secret and the words behind it that flash. All right, now there's Miss Wickerbottom again. And watch her heart when it comes back. Bang. Boy, she took about, what, at least an eighth, I'd say. Now, I don't know if that only applies to the airborne type, the missile type weapons. Yeah, see, now that thing with the hole in it is the floor. So I don't think that's the wooden wall I was looking at earlier. I think that's the floor. And I'm not sure what the purpose of the floor is except decoration. Although many things start out as decoration and evolve into something else. And I believe that's about, oh, I think we have the mammoth coming up. And I don't know if I'll be able to catch him. There was some mention of her having a sweater in her inventory, but I never noticed it one way or the other.